so I didn't know who Onision was until about a month ago. I found a channel called Strange Aeons, and because I liked it, I binge-watched all of their content in the span of 2 days, which included all of their Onision videos. And I knew about Onision, I guess. I had seen the banana video back when it came out, almost like 11 years ago or 12 years ago. It's been a while. But I had never been like a subscriber to him, and I guess because I only ever saw one video, he just completely left my mind. For some context, I did follow Swift Karate Chop and Shane Dawson and Matt G. Those were people I enjoyed, even Smosh a little bit, enjoyed a little bit of Smosh here and there. But the problem is, I'm confused as to how I missed him. I became sort of obsessed with his content in sort of a sick fascination way, kind of like the way I believe a lot of people watch serial killer documentaries. I just was so grossly drawn to what was happening that I couldn't stop. So the first video that does exist on his channel currently is called Darth Vader Voice Changing Helmet. That is from 11 years ago. That's not what we're here for. We're actually here for I'm So Emo, the emo song by Emo Charlie. Now, it looks like a lot of his earlier videos have been deleted, which a lot of YouTubers that have been on the platform for a long time have done. It's very common, and not at all unexpected to delete content that you don't really want people seeing anymore or aren't proud of. I myself have done that a few times. So I'm going to start with the emo song, and we're going to see what happens to my poor mental state.
I'm so dark. I'm so emo. I'm so dark. I'm so emo.
You know, I can't even say anything because this was me in 2011. I was very much so emo. Same, bro.
Sometimes I like to watch you change.
Really should have waited to say same. Really should. You know what? You should always get all the information before you form an opinion. I'm
afraid of milk.
Wait, was that a thing about emo people? Were we supposed to be afraid of milk? I'm just lactose intolerant, so... You know, maybe I just didn't get the memo.
I'll write you a crappy poem instead of giving you flowers.
Poems are a great gift, even if they suck. It shows you at least tried to make something creative for your partner. Try writing poetry, guys. It can work.
I'm so dark. I'm so emo.
You ever regret watching something immediately? So, the only real issue I have with this is that Onision's view of editing all those years ago was just making things different colors, which even back then people had already sort of grown out of, other than like, you know, young kids on the platform. But that's fine. We're not gonna trash a man's old content. The only reason I went back so far to start was because I'm still new to Onision and I really want to get the full picture. I want to see where he came from, where he goes. Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? So I had to take a break after the first video because the song got stuck in my head. It's still kind of stuck in my head. But I took a cat break, so we're gonna go on to the next video. So the next video we got is how to dress like a serial killer.
Hello and welcome to How to Dress Like a Serial Killer. Walking on. Alright, apparently we have a homosexual or a transsexual on the show today, which will make it extra difficult, but of course more interesting considering the flamboyancy.
Ha! Starting off strong. As someone who is of the homosexual variety, I love, like, late 2000s gay jokes in YouTube videos. They're like a whole different breed, because the joke is always that, like, gay people dress weird. And that seems to be the full joke every time. I got a whole cat on me. Buddy. Be gone! That seems to be the whole joke, is just gay people dress weird. Gay people kind of talk funny. And yeah, sometimes we do. But like, it's just not as funny anymore. I'm sure if I was like still 10, this would be a whole knee slapper. but it just hasn't aged well.
And start building our very own serial killer, starting with a shirt. Very nice. Has an Onision logo in the middle, standard for any serial killer.
What does it mean? What does he mean by that? I'm sure he's taking a shot at himself, but I have zero context for who this guy is as a person. So, moving on.
Who?
Alright, apparently this socially retarded waste of human life has never heard of Onision, which is to be expected.
He whole coming for my life. He coming for my whole life right now. I'm a serial killer now, guys. I gotta go buy an Onision shirt, I guess. I don't know. I can't be gay anymore. I don't know who Onision is.
Take action. And finally, your vomit-inducing shirt.
What was the point of the Onision shirt if you're just gonna put a shirt over it? Oh, I get it. You gotta keep Onision close to your heart if you're gonna commit a felony.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. So go ahead and put down your gun. Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't do this.
Well, the one thing he got right about this is that men that look like Onision do commit most mass shootings. Other than that, this video was nonsensical and 3 minutes long, but felt like an eternity. So as we can see, his original concept was like edgy humor, or edgy for the time. It is still relatively light for the time period it was in. It's a lot of emo jokes and a lot of gay jokes. So there's that. His content isn't necessarily terrible, and I say that with an asterisk. It's not terrible because a lot of stuff looked like this, so he was very much so following the trends of the time, and that is what it is. So I don't want to harp too heavily on the older videos. Again, this is just a sort of a time capsule. I'm sort of just researching where he started. Which brings us to the video. The one I originally saw way back when I was just a young kid who was obsessed with YouTube, which is Banana Song, parenthesis, I'm a banana.
Guys!
What, Greg?
I'm a banana!
You're a what?
I'm a
What
banana!
happened to your clothes?
I'm a banana! I'm a banana! I'm a banana! I'm a banana! Look at me move! Yeah! I'm a banana! I'm a banana! I'm a banana! Look at me move! Banana power! Banana power! Banana power! Banana power! Banana power! Banana power! Look at me move! Uh-oh, banana time!
I'm doing with my life.
Stop! Stop! Cardboard, mark, dark, hard, dark, card. Look at me, man.
I don't remember it being like that. I don't remember it being so... My brain hurts. My brain is numb. My whole body is numb right now. Like, I feel like I'm gonna die. That was something. I have goosebumps. I have like literal goosebumps after watching that. It transported me back to my childhood. Like, I vividly remember being, I think, how old was I when this came out? What year did this come out? 2009? So I was 10 years old when this video came out. I was 10 years old when I first watched it. Oh. And its anniversary is coming up soon. So I was a kid when I first saw this, and I'm so glad I didn't subscribe after this. I just sort of watched it a few times, and I know that because me and my friends used to sing this. And that's a cringy fun fact about MostlyLee that no one ever needed to know. So the last video I'm going to be taking a look at from this era is called Shane Dawson Fanboy, and I believe, from a little bit of research that I've done, that they were friends at one point, and then a lot of drama went down. Now, we're not here to talk about the drama. We're not here to talk about Shane Dawson. Screw Shane Dawson. I know who that is. I actually haven't watched a Shane Dawson video in years, so... Is he still relevant? Is he still doing things? Isn't he making documentaries? What is Shane Dawson doing these days? Maybe I'll check out Shane Dawson. So anyway, focusing now. The video is called Shane Dawson Fanboy Love. And I'm gonna watch it and probably suffer.
Hey everyone, you're watching Onision's channel.
Oh my god, Shane!
Home of the Shane Dawson wannabe bitch.
Yeah, so how are you? Shane Dawson on the Onision channel?
Alright, that's all you paid me for.
You're not supposed to tell them that.
One line.
But,
Sorry.
okay, well, I'm gonna show you guys me pretending to be Shane Dawson. Hello there, Shanae. Hi.
You ever see something that transports you to another year? Because seeing Shanae, or a gross approximation of Shanae again, has made me remember my childhood vividly.
Okay guys, so make sure that you go check out the collaboration I did with Shane Dawson on the Shane Dawson TV channel.
It's 2009 again, guys.
And comment telling him that I sent you there, because I did! I sent you there and it's awesome! Oh my god, I'm so happy right now.
He's playing a character. I'm sure this is a character, but I'm scared. Oof. I've never been, like, afraid of just someone's voice before. Alright, give it up for day 2. I'm a little disappointed that it's taking me multiple days to get this done, but I can explain. That's better. Day 2. So yes, this became a multi-day project. I'm not proud of that, but it has. So yesterday we took a look at where Onision started, and it was very typical for the time of YouTube. Sketch comedy, a lot of gay jokes, a lot of emo jokes, nothing really new or groundbreaking. However, now we're going to be taking a look at the middle of his career. We're going to be going back about 5 years now. This was the time when sketch comedy started to become less of a driving view factor, and it shifted to more gaming videos. If you could make content that could be released every day consistently, then your channel would be more likely to blow up. And so a lot of channels sort of shifted to trying to either meet that standard of being able to put out content constantly, or became gaming channels altogether. I don't believe Onision was able to do that, but he did put out a lot of content in this time period. This is when I think he decided to become a YouTuber, because his content seemed to be getting pushed out quicker, and the quality did sort of spike a little bit. What's weird about Onision's videos, from what I can tell, is that his quality is such a slow incline. So I think he just, like, buys new cameras every once in a while, but doesn't really learn how to edit. But we're gonna find out. So we're going to be starting with a video called Lanebot and Onision Day in Our Life. And here's the thing. I do have to put in this disclaimer. Lanebot is Onision's current partner. They are married. Lanebot recently, I believe this past year, has transitioned to male. So they are transgender. Good for them. Proud of them for making those life choices. However, in these videos, they are still female presenting. So I don't want this to come off as that I'm attacking them in any way, just because I'm not. This is supposed to be focused on Onision's content, but his content does feature the people in his life, and one of those people happens to be his husband, so unfortunately we do have to go there. So this video is a day in our life, and I am afraid.
Lainey and Greg in bed. It's time to wake up.
Do you think this was at all awkward to film? Like, this had to have been weird, right? To come up with this idea and then actually execute it, because I feel weird just looking at it.
Greg's picking out some clothes while Lainey's making coffee. She really likes her coffee. While Greg picks out his clothes, Greg is making uh-oh bro.
Did he not actually pick out clothes? Did he just give up? Because he's wearing the same shirt. He just gave up on his whole day right there. I've done that before. Like, you go to start your day and it's like, I'm going to get dressed and be a productive human being. And then it's 8 o'clock at night and you haven't done anything and you hate yourself.
Setting up his camera, popping Lainey's back.
Oh, he put on pants. That was picking out an outfit.
I edit for hours, then I favorite people's tweets. Eating some cold pizza, put some Taco Bell on that. Jumping on the trampoline, I power bomb my wife. Jumping on the trampoline, let's go back inside. We eat some rice, wrap them in seaweed. It tastes awesome, now we're kissing.
Oh! Oh! to see that. I didn't need to see that. That's such a graphic kiss. Time to kiss my wife. I don't have a wife. I don't know. Maybe that's how you kiss your wife. Maybe. Why am I so... Ugh. It just feels gross. Like, you know how earlier when I said this was probably awkward to film, like just them in bed together? That was awkward to film.
Lainey enjoys puppy love. Sitting in the bathtub, we're having so
I can't even begin to process what I just saw there. And what sucks is, people in the comments are saying how cute it is. Like, there's no part of this where it's like, is it weird that Lainey doesn't do anything all day? Is it weird that Greg punched him? And just, I get it's a joke. I get the intent is it's a joke. But here's the thing about jokes. For a joke to land and be funny, there has to be a setup and a punchline. So the setup for this joke is, look how happy we are. Look at us enjoying this very awkward bath in our very small bathtub. And then the punchline is, I punched my wife in the face. That's not a joke. That's not a joke. It just isn't. There's no... It's shock humor, is what it is. But that doesn't make it good shock humor. Domestic violence typically isn't very funny. And I think that's something a lot of people can agree on, that the joke of, I hit my wife, it doesn't really ever land well. With comedy, there's this saying that goes around a lot where it's, are you punching up or punching down? And he's literally punching down in this case. You never want to be the bigger guy just railing on people who are having a bad time. So in this case, Greg literally punched down directly into his spouse's face, and that's fucked up. The song also sucks. It's just not even a song. At the end of the video, he's like, oh, check me out on iTunes. Who's buying the music for this? The only song I would ever think about buying might be the Banana song, and that's just to use as a meme. Like, who's buying Onision's music? Seriously. So the next video I've picked out here is called The Truth About YouTubers. It was also published in 2013, and it begins with, everything in this video is based on actual events. Maybe I'll start my video like that.
Oh my god, it's so nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, hi, who are you?
I'm Anna from the YouTube channel Analycty. Hey, why don't we collab sometime?
Gosh, how many subs do you have?
I just hit 10,000.
Why are we collabing on my channel? Oh!
Alright, I'll be waiting.
No bullshit!
Okay.
Part of me is curious about these actual events that inspired this video, or if that's even true, if these are based on actual events. I do want to say, this video isn't funny. Oh, it's about Shane Dawson. I had to scroll to the comments to figure that out. See, this is the problem with not having any idea of what was going on back then, because I wasn't following him. It does seem very spiteful to make this. Like, I don't know what happened between Onision and Shane Dawson. Maybe I should look that up. Maybe that'll help me give me context into what was going on then. Onision, Shane Dawson. Well, drama was one of the options that came up, so I guess that's what we should look into. What's the story behind Shane and Onision's beef? Oh, there's a Reddit thread. Which Reddit? Just normal Reddit? I don't know how Reddit works either. Oh, this is on r Shane Dawson. Okay. Huh. Does no one know what happened? Hold on. This seems like a new thread. What happened? Why is it so hard to get information on this? I'm sure there's tons of YouTube videos about it I could be watching. This says it's from October 13th, but I don't know what year. I can't find the year. This is like a blog, I think, that someone runs about YouTube stuff. Yeah, so I guess I just don't care enough. That's just too bad that Shane Dawson and Onision aren't friends anymore. Were they ever friends? Were they actually friends, or is this video true? Was he just trying to hang out with Shane Dawson for clout? So whilst trying to find another video to add to this like 5 years ago sort of era, we watched Day in the Life of, you know, Lainey Bot and Onision, and they're so in love. And after viewing that, you would think that their life must be perfect. He punched her in the face, what more do women need? But then, just a slight scroll up, same time frame, 5 years ago, we have Onision thoughts plus dog. Lainey's in the background of that thumbnail. Then we have my marriage problems plus thoughts, where Lainey is in the foreground. Then we got Onision thoughts Lainey Bot divorce. Oh no. And then we got Lainey left Onision thoughts. Then a little bit later, Onision dumped by wife thoughts. Onision and his wife Lainey dorky thoughts. What the fuck is going on? What happened? And then nothing happened for a while. And then we get this video where why I'm divorcing my wife marriage drama. And then we get up to yes, I cheated on my wife. Onision's wife leaves him for a woman. And I've come to the conclusion that this is all clickbait. Because there's no way that any of this happened. There's just so much here going on with long stretches of time where he's just not, no one makes this many videos about their divorce. That's my thing. If this was really happening and his life was really in such like a tumultuous time, he wouldn't be making so many videos about it. If anything, not on his main channel. He has a channel where he just like talks about stuff, but this is the main Onision channel. So this makes it feel like this is just a lot of like videos trying to, you know, bait in his fans to give him some kind of sympathy, or, you know, people who I guess ship them really hard. On one of the other videos I saw a lot of people talking about, I ship Greg and Lainey so hard, and it's... So let's just click on my marriage problems, because that sounds like it's gonna be a great time.
I hope no one notices how boring my life is. God, these videos are getting repetitive. Finally a way I can beat my wife without getting arrested for it. Come at me, bitch.
This was clickbait and I fell for it. So I'm assuming the rest of these videos are gonna be exactly like this, and I don't care to find out. I really just don't care enough to find out. So from what I can tell, Onision may or may not be self-aware, and I don't know how I feel about that. So 5 years ago, I believe, was around like the top peak of his channel, but he slowly started to see less and less subscribers just based on how YouTube's algorithms had changed. So now I'm going to check out last year. We're gonna go a year back and see what Onision was doing despite, you know, different algorithm shifts, the monetization shifts that occur. How can Onision still make money on a platform that doesn't support the type of content he wants to create? And the answer is he can't. I believe he subsists mostly on Patreon donations, which, I mean, donate to me on Patreon. And a lot of YouTubers do that, you know, it's a great way to supplement your income when YouTube, you know, keeps demonetizing your content for no goddamn reason. But a year ago, we have a lot of interesting content. We got 10 Things I Hate About Teens, episode 65. 10 Things I Hate About YouTubers, episode 67. 10 Things I Hate About Transphobic People. I'm transgender. Onision's not trans. Is he? Has Onision been trans and I just didn't know? Did I miss the boat on that? So I'm gonna be very honest here. As a transgender man, I'm very afraid to click on this video. But I'm gonna do it. For your entertainment.
Hey guys, as some of you may know, a lot of YouTubers are a bit sexually strange. Out of the closet on YouTube is to YouTubers, as releasing a sex tape is to D-list celebrities. I'm just being honest with you. Also, I did not upload this to the Onision channel because I want to make sure that you guys understand this is not a joke. I'm very serial and you should know that. As some of you may know, I've been very supportive of LGBT, ABCD, EFG. See, the truth is, when I was 15, I got a sex change operation. A time ago, I said saying someone is not mentally a boy is sexist as fuck. Oh, you like putting on makeup, wearing a dress, whatever? Cool. Still just an effing dude, a dude who wears dresses. That is literally what you are, not magically a girl, still a dude. And with that, if you'll bear with me, I'd like to show you a few photos of myself pre-op. Okay, so as you can see here, as a lot of you know, I'm a feminazi. I'm extremely for women's rights. And of course, why wouldn't I be? I used to be a girl. I should also know that my wife and I have been lying to you. She isn't actually bisexual. She's full-on lesbian.
I'm gonna stop this video right here. I'm gonna stop this video right now. So here's the fun thing about everything that's happening here. I don't know if on September 11th. Oh my god, he uploaded this on September 11th? What the fuck? This is what you choose to do on September 11th? As a trans man. So anyway, I just want to talk about this video and how it affected me. As a trans man. So, I get it. I get the joke. I understand that he's doing a funny joke. Good for you, Onision. However, as someone who's currently married to a trans man, it seems kind of weird. I don't know where in the transition his spouse was at this point. But what the hell? Because, like, this was just a year ago. I'm recording this on September 14th. This was a year ago. And it doesn't matter if this is, like, just him doing a funny joke. He's saying a lot of very shitty things. My favorite of those shitty things was my wife is actually a lesbian. I like how he pointed out at the beginning that he said, oh, just because you put on makeup doesn't make you a girl. But he's essentially saying here, like, in the future, that transitioning doesn't make you a man. I'm stunned. I'm clearly stunned. Oh my goodness. I should have watched these videos in advance and wrote scripts, because now I'm just over here stunned like an idiot. I don't know how I feel about any of this. I'm very confused. I'm very lost and confused. This makes me really hate the fact that multiple people on my Instagram have told me I look like Onision. I don't want to look like this guy. I don't want to look like this asshole. Okay. While I was working on this video, looking through his channel, trying to see, trends and what videos to include, he actually uploaded something, because I've been working on this for about 2 weeks, unfortunately. And he uploaded this video called You Hurt Me, Clouds May Cry. So we're gonna watch it. This is gonna be our last video we're gonna take a look at, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. Probably give up. I can't, it's too much. Oh, I'm scared. This feels like a horror movie. What? Whoa! Oh my god, it's not Halloween yet. So what have we learned today? That Onision still exists on YouTube somehow, despite years of dwindling view counts and subscriber counts. He still has somewhat of a fan base, from what I can tell. I guess people are relatively active on his forums, but I don't know, like, if his fan base is mostly younger women, or what the deal is with that. He seems to appeal to young girls the most. And I don't know if that's horrifying or disgusting. Probably a mix of the two. What's really interesting about all of this is just the fact that he's stuck around so long. Most people, once their YouTube channel starts to kind of, go down like this, change the formula they have. But Onision seems to have stuck to the formula he originally chose, which was sketch comedy and being downright offensive. And he seems to have just doubled down. This dude will sit down and make videos about people's bodies and their appearances and their disabilities, and then somehow be baffled when it comes back around to bite him in the ass. And I love all of the videos people make about him, because honestly, they're more entertaining than his videos. Do I think that people should necessarily be making a career out of watching a dumpster fire? Not really. I mean, to be fair, I'm making a video about him, which is kind of hypocritical, but I'm gonna own it. Looking at his channel and his content objectively, I can see how he obtained popularity and how he rose to a position where he could be, a large YouTuber. However, I'm unsure as to why he's maintained a following. It seems as the years have taken a lot out of his mental health, he seems to have sort of lost his cognitive reasoning skills. A lot of videos he makes on his other channels are about, people hating on him and people, saying things about him. And what's so amazing to me is that someone who's been on the internet this long hasn't realized that people on the internet are gonna say mean things about you. I'll bet any amount of money, right now in the comments below, people are saying just horrible things about me. And that's fine. I anticipate that because I'm putting my content on a public platform where literally anyone can see it. But Onision doesn't seem to grasp that fact, which is funny coming from someone who constantly makes videos about other people. Now I want to talk about his content objectively, what he's actually made instead of who he is as a person. So like I kept pointing out earlier in the video, his original content is what it is. That's not what we want to focus on. But his later content and his current content has not changed much, and that's the problem. Onision doesn't know how to evolve. He doesn't know how to change or create something new. He's been making the same videos over and over again. We end up with 67-part videos because he can't come up with new ideas. He's still making content as though it was 2010. And while that does work for some people, some YouTubers can get away with not changing their formula, Onision can't get away with that. People are noticing that his quality is not that good. He's not getting millions of views on every video now. He can barely crack 100K most days. And that's coming from someone that has 2.6 million subscribers. Just taking a quick look at the view count on his most recent videos, none of them have gotten past 100K. None of them have even gotten out of 50K. And that's interesting. The most viewed video he's had recently is from over a month ago, where he made a video about Eugenia Cooney, and no one cares anymore about your opinion on her, except for 56,000 people who probably just wanted to see what ridiculous stuff was going to come out of your mouth. Something a lot of people like to talk about is when YouTubers get larger and larger audiences, their video quality goes up more and more to a point where their original content, where they seemed like a genuine human being talking on a camera, has now shifted to them seeming very fake and artificial. But Onision is still in that stage where he just seems like a crazy person in front of a camera. He's never gotten to the true artificiality of what YouTubers have become. The problem with that is that it's brought to light that he actually is sort of a crazy person. It's the objective quality of his content that's the problem with his channel. I mean, if we erase everything about Onision as a person, he probably still would not be getting any views because the quality of what he's making is just not there. In 2010, you could get away with having a low quality video and still get thousands of views because everyone was doing that. But now you've got YouTubers with professional film crews making the same content as he is, the same kind of sketch comedy, and they're gonna get more views based solely on the fact that they've put a ton of effort and money behind their product. And this dude has made a lot of money off of his YouTube career. His Patreon still gets, people donating to it. So he could have invested in the product more. And if he has actually invested in his YouTube videos and, bought better software or took classes on how to learn the software or better cameras, it doesn't show. And that's the worst part, because I feel like he probably has done those things, and it still does not reflect in his content. So was there like a point to making any of this, or like a general theme? I mean, there wasn't some grand point to any of it, I just kind of wanted to express my opinions about a YouTuber I found. I don't know, it just seems like you fell down a YouTube rabbit hole for one specific guy, and instead of just forgetting about it a few days later like most people would, you made a YouTube video about it? That is exactly what happened. There's nothing inherently wrong with expressing your opinions, but aren't you worried about the backlash? What, like hate comments? I already get those. The worst case scenario would be Onision making a reaction video to me, and even then I would still probably gain subscribers off of it, so, I don't really care. Are you ever gonna start talking about anime again? I'm gonna talk about anime again, but sometimes I'm gonna have interests that'll stray away from anime and manga and want to explore them a little deeper. Currently, I'm working on another project very similar to this one that'll be out shortly. You're fully intending on making a second part, aren't you? Well, I'll miss you.